I thought this said are physically less attractive. You might be at risk for type 2 diabetes if you're ugly. Good morrow, everybody. My name is Robin, also known as Sunny Side Up Gal, and you are my Sunny Side Up pal. Good morning, good morrow, and good day. Welcome. Welcome and happy Friday. Today, we're going to do a Fatlogic Friday. Insert song.
It's Fatlogical Friday. It's Fatlogical Friday. It's Fatlogical Friday. Be-la-loo-lee-la.
What's up, everybody? Hope you are having a wonderful week. I wasn't going to do a Fatlogical Friday because I did one last Friday, but I am finding it pretty easy for me to fit in a third video. I don't know why I want to have a third video, probably just because I am extra. I'm finding it a lot easier for me to do a third video if the, like, my Friday video or another video is like a ready video versus a video where I react to videos. I'm saying video a lot. Whatever. It's just a lot. It's less editing, but more talking and more of my opinion. You know what I mean? But you guys also seem to like the Fatlogic Fridays, so me gonna keep them, okay? Okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in. Buckle up. Try not to lose your mind a little bit, because some of this stuff, this Fatlogical nonsense, is a little bit enraging and sometimes offensive. And also, like, sometimes I do be reading Fatlogic stuff on Reddit, and I'm like,
I'm losing brain cells.
I don't think I'm going to be okay after this, but I'm reading, which is good. I think it's good to practice reading. If you're not familiar, let me go over the definition of Fatlogic. So Fatlogic is anything that deviates from the scientific facts of body weight management. This can range from fundamental misunderstandings of how biology and physics work to lengthy political diatribes about how everything is society's fault. Falling victim to Fatlogic means accepting misinformation that will harm efforts to keep your body at a healthy weight or lose weight if you need to do so.
So do.
What we're going to see a lot on here is a lot of what I would say is people's diaries.
My diary.
If you haven't already, please consider giving me a subscribe. Go ahead and like the video, because me know you're going to like the video. Fatlogic does so well for everybody. Everybody loves a Fatlogical episode. And if it's giving you the option to hype it, please hype the video, because it really does help my channel out. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, here is the Fatlogic. Last time I did new. I'll do new again, but I really didn't see much newly added Fatlogical nonsense. So if we run out of Fatlogic new stuff, we'll just go, we'll go into the archives and go real deep and see what people were talking about like 3 years ago in Fatlogicness. All right. Okay, fat and average are not mutually exclusive. I don't know who needs. Okay, I keep seeing mutually. It's kind of like when you see a car in your same car color, or you see like your same type of car after you get a new car, or you start talking to your friend about orange cats, and then all of a sudden you see orange cats everywhere. You know what I mean? I keep seeing the words mutually exclusive, and I'm still kind of like not 100% understanding of what that means. Like, I had to look up, like, I had an idea, like it means that like they're not, two things can exist at one time, right? Mutually exclusive to me, from my, like, just, it means that one thing can exist like either or, right? So when you say that they're not mutually exclusive, that means that they can be, like, you can be both fat and average, correct? If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong, but also I don't think I'm wrong. All right, I don't know who needs to hear this, but a size 18 isn't fat. In the USA, a size 18 is overweight. Like, if you're, unless you're wide with bone, but I think we would all agree in the comment section that a size 16, 18 is a larger woman. It's average-ish. What's the new average for the USA? Average dress size of an American woman. Average dress size falls between 16 and 18. Okay, but I will let you know, I'm pretty sure when I was in like high school, the average dress size was like a 14. Let's look that up in 2007. Yep. Average dress size for an American woman around 2007 is commonly cited by the apparel industry and media reports as a size 14. Damn, mommy, your memory is doing pretty good today. Look, I'm not going to say you can't call yourself fat or whatever, but an 18 is average. It is average, but that doesn't mean that it's not fat or obese or unhealthy. We all understand 75% of the country, 70, 72, 70, 75, 72, 74 of the country is 74% of the country is fat or obese, right? So regardless of whether, I mean, semantically, yeah, it is average, right? Because most of the country is fat. That said, it's still fat. And that, so then correct. Fat and average are not mutually exclusive. That is correct. You can be fat and average in a group, and the group being the population of the United States. Everybody's fat and a size. Everybody is so fat that the average sized woman in the United States is an 18. Them's facts. Okay, fuck the haters and the current U.S. administration. Where is... Excuse me. Why are we bringing up the U.S.? I mean, agree, but why are we bringing up the current U.S. administration when it comes to like facts about the fat population of the country? I'm confused here. Okay, look, size 18 is average, and don't you dare dislike that about yourself. That's the point of this. Also, this one, I forgot to read this part. Authors, I want more female main characters who are size 22, 24, 26. No. Sorry! No. We cannot normalize obesity. I'm gonna say it. You know, this is like, we cannot normalize obesity. The more we're like, let's just put all these fat people in all these roles and yada yada yada, let's write books about fat people, blah 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 blah. Yes, okay, it is important to have some kind of is it important? Is it necessary for just for obesity? Okay, obesity is a disease, right? Is it necessary though? Because it is preventable, 100%. Is it necessary, or does it feel? Yes, it feels nice. Does it feel nice? Yes, it does. To have representation. Okay. Yes, that does feel nice. However, being obese is a dangerous lifestyle. So having representation, I don't think is necessary. Let's not normalize an unhealthy lifestyle. To me, it feels like it honestly, I know it's not as extreme or dire, but I mean, obesity is so often linked to what I would say food addiction. The United States has a problem with people overeating. Our food is highly palatable. It's super ultra processed, etc., etc.
Etc., etc., etc. Etc.
It would be like an alcoholic coming onto the internet and saying, why don't we have any more alcoholic representation? Like, is all we're gonna get is shameless? Like, that's crazy, right? Because think about this. Where's the representation for the fat gals? We've got Bridgerton. We've got This Is Us, that gal from This Is Us. We've got, I mean, this isn't a positive representation, but Baby Reindeer. If you guys didn't watch Baby Reindeer, I loved it. Okay, it was good. It was scary. That guy's weird, but also I was impressed, right? I may have dreamt this or heard this, but I'm pretty sure the guy that acted as the main character was also the author, or like that really happened to him IRL and he played himself. I think it's weird when directors do that. I don't know, it's weird. Whatever. It's not I'm not doing it. Listen, he made it. He did it, okay? That's why I think it's funny when people go on to other people's like YouTube channels and they say stuff like, "Oh, you should fix this on your YouTube channel. This sucks," or something like that. Like if somebody's judged the way that their YouTube channel is being run, and it's like, you can do this too. You can have a YouTube channel. Right? Try it. If you haven't tried YouTube, listen, you guys, I'm having so much fun. Okay, what else? What are some more fat main characters? And where are the Yeah, let me know in the comment section if you know any other fat main characters, positive ones. Let's help out the fats, right? Let's help them feel represented because they're there. They are there. Okay, some cats are just naturally fat, apparently. Oh, I was bringing up cats in that episode with on Tumblr Tuesday with Angelica and Alex. If you haven't watched it, it was fun. I love them. Why are we immediately assuming the cat is unhealthy because it's fat? Like, fat cats exist, babes. No, I don't think that cats. I mean, this cat appeared, the cat that I was talking about in my story. So my friend left her cat with me. We had a falling out. She couldn't take her cat with her. I couldn't take care of this cat. This cat was geriatric and bariatric. Very, very obese. Like, the hugest cat I've ever seen, ever. And the cat was mean. But anyway, so I got rid of the cat because I'm not a cat person. You know, I mean, I love all animals, but I'm willing to put my pride aside and be like, I can't take care of this cat. I need to find a good home for them, you know? To me, it felt like this cat was so obese on its own. Like, I was like, I didn't even, cats seem so skinny to me IRL. Like, it feels like this cat was exactly like Garfield. Like, I was like, is this cat eating lasagna when I'm gone? How is this cat so fat? I don't know. Something was wrong with its metabolism maybe, but anyway, had to go on a diet. I ended up giving him to somebody, or I ended up finding someone to take her in, and lesson learned. Because cats don't naturally get like this. They feed her too much and they care at it. Oh, and if they care at all, they need to put her on a diet. Cats can be fucking fat. Like, why are y'all acting like y'all know everything about this cat based off of the fucking picture? This picture could be old, edited, or the cat is just fucking fat and completely unhealthy. Oh, and completely healthy, sorry. To the people saying, and who set that system up? Some cats are overweight naturally, and no matter how much you feed them, they're still going to be fat and eat shit off the floor. For example, my cat has a beating recorder and is the same way. Girl. Your animals are run by instinct. Like, if we were run by instinct, we would not be obese. Like, the reason why your cat is fat is probably because there's no timed eating, right? I think that's what made Molly fat. Molly was the name of the cat. Molly May. It's just putting the bowl down. But that's how people's dogs get fat. Like, they're supposed to eat like how we eat, like timed. I'm pretty sure that's how this cat got fat before me, because I timed my dog's meals. So that's why I was timing her meals. Plus she was fat, but she had to eat like this much. It was crazy. Anyway, regardless, your cat does not have a beating recorder. You do. And it involves overeating, and you're overfeeding this cat. I wonder where they do their research. Okay. You do even more research and learn that turning a fat person into a thin person is as scientifically possible as climbing Mount Everest without dying, without a Sherpa, and without thousands of dollars. And that constant yo-yo dieting and abusing your body into temporary thinness damages your health. Chasing thinness for 80 years. Oh, I think I've read this before, but we can do it again. Chasing thinness for 80 years is causing the ill health itself. Imagine living this way. Not even going to fact check them because I feel so sad for anyone with this mindset of chronic helplessness. Hashtag body positivity, body positive, fat liberation, fat phobia, fat positivity, anti-fat phobia, fat activism, fat acceptance, fat positive diet culture. Okay. It's kind of strange that people are like, it's literally impossible to stay thin, when like we see people who go on weight loss journeys and like they've been thin for years. Like, what is your research? Like, where are you getting this fact that like it's impossible to make a fat person thin? Because we've seen fat people go from fat to thin or fat to fit, right? I mean, I know I'm still big, but I did go from 232 pounds to 175 pounds. 175, 178, 175 to 180, depending on, the day and the inflammation and the poops, right? But I also have Hashimoto's and PCOS and insulin resistant. I was able to reverse insulin resistance, which some people would say is like impossible. Some people would say that diabetes is irreversible, which is not. I mean, type 1, I don't think it is. Type 2, yes, it is. 98.99998% reversible. And that constant yo-yo dieting and abusing your body into temporary thinness damages your health. No. I would say it's more, I mean, if you're doing like unhealthy diet plans or like unhealthy reduction methods, if you know what I mean, if you guys understand what I'm saying, beating recorder-esque things that can harm your health. I would say something like if you ate 500 cows and then you decided to run for 8 hours to burn all those cows, that's unhealthy. That does damage, you know? But I would say that, like, the amount of time, like, for example, if you spent 10 years being 600 pounds, but you spent the same 10 years being going from 600 to, like, you know, less, maintaining for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you kind of randomly just got back up to being a heavier weight. I don't think that, like, let me know what you think. I personally think that being in a fat body for longer is a little more unhealthy than yo-yo dieting. I understand, but again, that's if you're doing unhealthy yo-yo dieting methods. I don't know. I guess this is a good discussion point. I would research it, but I feel like, y'all, I feel like the internet is just like, everybody be fat. Like, sometimes I'll read a magazine or something like that. A magazine. I'll read an article online. I'm like, this person who wrote this probably fat, or works for like a fat thing. I don't know, but chasing thinness for 80 years is causing the ill health itself. But imagine that, though. You live to be 80, whereas, like, if you're 600 pounds, you're not even, some people aren't even living past 40. Okay? Calorie deficit is such a pernicious phrase. Pernicious, that's a good one. Let's look it up. Something causing great harm or damage, especially in a gradual, subtle, or insidious way. Yeah, I was gonna say insidious was probably the best analogy for that. Okay, not analogy. The best synonym. You know that thing that we need to live. Okay, hold on a second. Calorie deficit is such a pernicious phrase. You know that thing we need to live? I am consuming less of it than I should, and we act like that's a good thing. Yes, because is it less than you should? Some people think that they should be eating 3,000 cows a day, and it's like, you're 4'2". Not really. That's an exaggeration. But like, you're not an athlete. And again, you guys, I understand the laws of thermodynamics. I understand calories in, calories out, but I am definitely a more focus more on macros person. Calories count, but not every calorie is equal, you know, as far as like the way that your body burns it. So like cows from protein, your body is going to burn more cows to digest that protein, whereas like cows from fat or cows from carbohydrates, they have other things. It takes less cows to burn the fat protein, or sorry, the fat cows. Takes slightly less cows to burn carbohydrate cows. But at the same time, high refined carbohydrate intake can also spike your insulin. And spiked insulin all day for years and years and years can cause insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes, which is a problem. We do have a problem in the United States with type 2 diabetes. Let's look it up, see how many people in the United States have type 2 diabetes. How many people in the USA have type 2 diabetes? So I'm on the CDC website. About 1 in 8 Americans have diabetes. Most have type 2. More children, teens, and young adults are developing type 2 diabetes than in the past. Type 2 diabetes can be prevented or delayed with lifestyle changes. Prevented. Let's work on prevention, y'all. Let's work on prevention. More than 40 million Americans have diabetes, about 1 in 8, and about 90 to 95% of those have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is most often developed in people. What? Type 2 diabetes most often develops in people 45 years or older, but more children, teens, and young adults are also developing it. Yes, I was on the brink of type 2 diabetes in my mid-20s. My mid-20s, Jesus, my mid-30s. I'm there. I was about to say I'm almost there. Bitch, I'm there. 35? Fuck. Okay, you're at risk for type 2 diabetes if you have prediabetes, have overweight. Oh, I've read this before too. That phrasing bothers me, but I guess it's correct. Have overweight is so weird to me. Okay, are 45 or older, have a parent, brother, or sister with type 2 diabetes, are physically I thought this said are physically less attractive. You might might be at risk for type 2 diabetes if you're ugly. If you are physically active less than 3 times a week, have ever had nope, gestational diabetes or pregnant, or given birth to a baby who weighed 9 pounds or more. My mom did.
My dad has diabetes.
Are an African American, Hispanic, or Latino, American Indian, or Alaskan Native person. Some Pacific Islander people and Asian American people are also at higher risk. I think it's because, you guys, so genetics do load the gun, right? But you pull the trigger. And I think a lot of people who are not of European descent should not be eating what European descended people eat, if that makes any sense at all. Like, I think and same for like, and it kind of backfires too if you're mixed. Like, I'm Asian, but if I have rice, I'm gonna get diabetes. It sucks. It does suck. I think that, I don't know, this maybe it's just, that's total pseudoscience, and I'm just chatting. We're just FaceTiming each other, and I'm just, talking shit maybe. Who knows? But I just don't think, I think that, I wonder if there was, look it up. Maybe there is. I wonder if there's some kind of an ancestral diet based off of your DNA, like what you should be eating, and see if people can get healthy that way. I just don't think that, I mean, if I tried to eat like an actual Filipino, I would get so fucking fat, dude. Like, so much rice. I mean, they have rice refills in the Philippines. I would be in trouble. God, I miss rice. I miss it, you guys. I miss it. Maybe someday, maybe when I'm old and I'm like, I don't give a shit about this anymore, I'm gonna eat rice. No, can't do that. All right. I don't know where we're going with that one, but okay. Okay, 200 pounds at 5'10" is still over... 5'10s. 200 pounds at 5'10 is still overweight, close to obese. I'm 5'10. You can pay me to go under 200 pounds. Same, I'm 5'11". 200 pounds for someone my height is not the same as somebody who is 5'4". 200 is my minimum, or else I look emaciated. This, exactly, the fuck. I think that we're fat blind. I'm going to post a picture for you guys. This is at me at my lowest weight. And I thought that I looked like a skeleton here, but seeing what actual skeletons look like, insert picture of Ariana Grande, that's emaciated. This is just an average woman who's not used to seeing what a healthy body weight is. I mean, was it a healthy weight for me to get there? Absolutely not. I was on shrugs, and I was on shrugs for the sole reason of due to trauma, and I was also purposely restraining myself from partaking in food and using drugs to shrink, basically. I hate that we have to censor that. Do I though? I don't want to risk it, but yeah. So basically I was on shrugs because I wanted to be skinny, I guess. I had a lot of shit go down in my life, y'all. And it really is like a control thing. It was I can't believe that. But anyway, I got to that was me at 145 pounds. And I used to think that I was like, because I associated that size to how I even got there, which was not intaking food. It's like me looking at it does feel like me looking at a skeleton, because I was covered, I was so much lighter, and I was covered in lanugo, which happens a lot for people who lose weight like drastically. And to me, that body looks sick, but that's only in my brain. Like, my brain associates that body with illness and emaciation because of the methods I took to get to that body size. However, it's not emaciation. That's like a normal body. You couldn't even see my ribs, right? And yeah, emaciation, I don't even think you could see, I gotta look at the picture, but I don't think you could see my ribs right here. And I think as Americans, we are all fat blind. We see somebody who is not chubby or, thick, and go, that person's sick and emaciated. And that's not the case. Like, we're not meant to have, like, excess fat on the body is for survival methods, as far as like, if we're ever going to run into a famine or an ice age immediately hits us, like, yes, great, you've got excess, stores on your body. But we live in a modern society with modern medicine, and we live in a world where We don't ever need to store fat or food on our body. We can get food everywhere. And it's up to us as the human, as the advanced species, to make the choice to not eat all the time. We store fat on our body because we're supposed to hold on to fat. We were designed to store fat on our body because as humans, like ancient Paleolithic, cave people, we were supposed to we were nomadic people. We were fasting often, etc., etc., etc. So the reason why we store fat so easily is because we had to advance the species, because we were moving around a lot. We're not always eating all the time. There was no refrigeration, etc., 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 right? Now we live in modern society. We have industrialized food. We're eating too damn much, and the body's not evolved yet. Wouldn't that be nice if the body did evolve to like not store fat as easy? Maybe not, because you never know. Somebody might drop a bomb and we might go hungry. But yeah, we no longer need the excess fat stores. We need to use our brain to put the forks down and eat less and be in a healthier body size. There is a healthy body size that exists for everybody out there, and it's free. Just eat less and less often. We're eating way too much, you guys. But yeah, no, 5'11" at 200 pounds. I can't even picture that. Let's see, BMI chart. Okay, so BMI chart, a 200-pound person at 5'11" is a BMI of 28, which is in the yellow, which means overweight. That is an overweight person. Fix it. Okay, this is from 22 hours ago. Exciting. Thin people can't go clubbing properly. Absolutely bizarre coping I found on Tumblr. Forced thinness is just not sexy. It's so sterile. You don't eat that mozzarella stick. You don't dance because your makeup will get smudged on. Let me start over. Forced thinness is not. No. Why can't I read? Forced thinness is just not sexy. It's so sterile. You don't eat that mozzarella stick. You don't dance because your makeup will get smudged and your hair is perfectly put into an effortless bun, so you're on your phone all night. Okay, first of all, I don't know what the makeup and the bun have to do with being thin. Are you saying that fat people don't do their makeup and don't do fun buns? They're associating things like that with just purely thin people, and now I'm just going, okay, so you're also ugly. Like, you don't put makeup on when you go to the club? You don't do your hair when you go to the club? I'm confused. You go to the gym when you're sick. You spend so much time. Don't go to the gym when you're sick. Don't get other people sick, you guys. You spend so much time looking into substitutions for the fats in your meals that it takes up your weekends. I don't do that. I do that with carbs. You hate every picture of yourself, even though you took them on your nights out when you didn't dance, so you look picture ready. This person this is a projection. This person lives in a comic book life. This person is writing a script for a Lifetime movie. This person is reading their dream diary to us. Like, this is just something that doesn't happen IRL. This person is just seeing, this is something that this person saw on Degrassi and is just projecting to us. I'm not sure. You wear what's on trend because you don't have a personal style, because having a personal style means that you won't always be on trend, and that means that you won't always be perfect, and you have to be perfect. I'm frustrated. Being on trend doesn't mean that you don't have a personal style, right? You can wear trends and still have a personal style. For example, you guys know that I love my skinny jeans. That's part of my personal style. T-shirts, also part of my personal style. Like, I wear a t-shirt most of the time, a band t-shirt, necessary. And I wear a lot of skirts, personal style. However, the trend nowadays that the kids are wearing are straight pants. And I hate them, but I do love the ribcage straight leg crops from Levi's. Levi's are the only fast fashion that I will try to buy less often. Sorry, I meant to say they're the only fast fashion brand I'm okay participating in, because I don't have to buy them as often. Purchasing.
fast fashion brand I don't mind buying.
Which you don't have to buy Levi's as much because they last forever, especially if they're older. They're like 100% cotton. These ones have stretch to them, but I do like the Levi ribcage cropped pants, and I'm wearing them right now. I will show you in just a second. But if if you're like, ooh, Robin, I like those, I have my Amazon linked below, I think. So on trend, they're getting kind of loose. On trend. Oh. Oh. Okay. So on trend with the kids, I've got straight-legged pants on. I feel like I'm in the 90s. And I have no butt. But I'm also wearing my cranberries tee because that's me, and jewelry and such. And I also, piercings, all that jazz. But yeah, you can be on trend. You can wear trendy items and then make part of the outfit show your essence, right? Right? Right?
Right?
Again, it just feels like projection that this person just hates skinny people. So they're doing all the things that they think are what they've put thinness on such a high pedestal that they are putting all the things that they think equal perfection on that pedestal with them, and using it as it's such a crazy cope, right? And use it as a way to insult thin people. It is a cope. Like, they're just saying all this stuff so that they can feel a little bit better that they don't wear makeup, they don't bother to put their hair up in a bun or whatever, or do their hair. They don't care about trends, and they feel left out. Maybe, maybe they're bringing up the personal style. Maybe they have a funky personal style, but nobody likes it because it's probably ugly. Or maybe they don't talk to people, and so nobody's noticing their personal style, and they have resentment. I don't know. Me not know. Okay, but because perfect is always changing in our society, you hate every version of you. No, I feel like you hate you. And I feel like you need, 1, a therapist, and 2, an actual diary, which I will read like it was a very sad book.
I thought it was a very sad handwritten book.
The truth is, having fat thighs is sexy. Sexy?
So pretty and popular.
I need some water or something. Having fat thighs is sexy. Having fat cheeks is sexy. Cheese fries, oil roasted broccoli with garlic and seasoning, sexy. Yeah, that does sound good. That's very keto, actually. Not the cheesy fries, the other one. Going out all done up and leaving the club with your makeup ruined and dress falling down off your shoulder because you danced with a bunch of new people and you're going to a 24-hour diner and have breakfast at 3 a.m. Sexy. Actually, I do miss days like that. Not that I went to the clubs or anything like that, but I do miss days like being like, hey, we went to this party, we're going to go to Waffle House and eat or whatever. You know what I mean? I just love eating. But also, this is messy. This is somebody's dream. This is somebody's idea of what is an ideal situation. Coming out of the club fucked up, walking on the street fucked up, your dress falling off. Are you safe? I swear to God, it's just like this person watched an episode of Skins and was like, me need that. Me need that. Okay, considering the average American is overweight, I wonder how big you have to be to never find your size. Listen, oh my God, y'all. Speaking of size, if you don't already know this, Mommy is going to open up a shop on Depop selling used, thrifted t-shirts with my cool prints. This isn't a print of mine, but I'll put a picture here. I was trying to find an equal amount of sizes, and I did buy extra larges and all that jazz. Like, don't worry, everybody's gonna have a chance if you can get to it fast enough. I literally had a harder time finding clothes in my size. So I'm a medium or a large. I like loose clothes, right? This is a medium. But this is a medium Gildan. So I get finding mediums on ThredUp, because I did most of my shopping on ThredUp or Depop, and I went to Goodwill as well. But ThredUp was doing a great sale, you guys. I'm so excited. You guys are going to get such cute shirts that are like, they're not all Walmart. They're not all, like, some of them, I found some that were H&M, which is really cool. But I had a harder time finding mediums, like I was worried that I wasn't not going to have enough mediums. But I did find a bunch of like larges and extra large. And I feel like a lot of us, especially with the trends, most of us are wearing like looser clothing items as well. But don't worry. I did get extra smalls and smalls, right? I got sizes for everybody. So hopefully you guys can find your size. And then when I sell this batch, I'll be able to buy more and increase the, the frequency, I guess. We'll see. This is just gonna be a little test run. I did get my prints in, which I'm super excited about. So once I get my t-shirts in, I will start to make them, and once they're all made and like photographed, I will post them onto Depop. And if you're not a member, become a member. It's only $2 a month, but I'm going to give members the option to purchase first. So I'll let them know like, hey, this is when the drop is happening, drop it, and then they'll get the option to purchase first. I'm not sure how that's going to work though I don't know if Depop does. We'll see. We're going to mess around with it, you guys. I'm still learning. I'm new to this, and it's all one person, well, my husband will help me also, but it's all just like a small me and my own t-shirt press, and it's a real person doing it, all the printing parts. So patience, I guess. But anyway, I'm excited. I really am. Okay, so if the size in the tags makes your day worse, then cut it off. Okay, start with the largest size when you're trying stuff on, so you don't trick yourself trying stuff on that doesn't fit. I kind of do that. Like, I'll go, because I grew up just being so frustrated trying clothes on, because first of all, you're growing as a kid. Second of all, I was fat and getting fatter and fatter every year. So I would just go straight with like the extra large and then go down to whatever fit. Because the other thing too is like an extra large Gildan is not going to fit the same as like an extra large shirt from Old Navy or something like that, right? Or Walmart. Okay, fat phobia will kill us. What the fuck? What does that have to do with what does that have to do with shirt sizes? Are you gonna die because you can't find a shirt? That's getting saved.
I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh.
Okay, as a fat, they often don't have my size. Let alone one up and one down. How big are you? If you can't find your size, which I've seen sizes go up to like 24 at least in Walmart, which means they're probably going up to 26 and 28 now, right? Right? Are you guys, am I being far-fetched? I'm pretty sure 24 is big. If you can't find your size, I wonder if they're talking about like when they go to like mall stores. So like, let's say for example, if they went to like H&M, I keep bringing H&M up, Tilly's. What is another store? JCPenney? I feel like JCPenney might have a 28 or whatever. But anyway, if you can't go to like a Target or a Walmart and you can't find your size, you're too big. If you can only wear a sheet, you're too big. You need to adjust. You need to self-evaluate and be like, I need to make some changes, right? That's just my opinion. And that is my opinion. And that is my episode. Let me know in the comments what you think below. What was the most Fatlogical take that irked you the most? And what is the largest size that you guys have seen in Walmart? I'm pretty sure I'll do some research this weekend, but I'm pretty sure the largest size I've seen is at least a 24. If I find a larger one, go check out my community post because I will be posting it. I will be posting it because it's so crazy. It really is so large. It is a blanket. Like, what are we doing here? But anyway, if you made it this far, please consider giving me a subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Like the video because I'm sure you liked it. Maybe not. And if it's giving you the option to hype it, please consider hyping it. It really does help my channel out. Me appreciate you. If you're like, what? You were talking about members below. What were you talking about? There is a link below where you can become a member. It's only $2 a month and you get member-only videos once a week, every week on the weekend. And then you also get member first opportunities. So if I post anything for the masses, they go to members first for like a few hours or even maybe 24 hours. I'm not sure. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Also, I do sometimes post on members only, but that's usually when I'm being like on a community post. That's usually when I'm being like snarky and I don't want people to know how bitchy I am. So if you want to know how bitchy I am, become a member today. Okay? Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye. Here is an old pic post pandy. Just a reminder that you can lose weight even if you have PCOS and Hashimoto's. Also, here is a random ramble. That's a lot of Tumblr posts. Hold on, let me fix the picture on this really quick. I feel like it's off. I feel like it's off. I need to get an actual camera. I do. I really do. I also, you guys, it sucks, but I'm also like having to get another computer as well. Is that right? That's a little better. I'm also having to get another computer as well, which sucks, but you know, I'm a grown up. I can save my money, okay? And but it sucks because technology, you know, and shit's so expensive now because of like AI and data centers and all that jazz. Like memory is so expensive. I remember I bought a terabyte for this I bought a terabyte. YouTube is part of my like my second job now. I bought a terabyte external hard drive. It was so expensive. It was like double the price from 3 years ago. I bought a terabyte 3 years ago so that I could play Grand Theft Auto on I didn't get the large size Xbox whatever, but I bought a terabyte 3 years ago and it was like $50. And then I buy a terabyte and it's twice the price or more. I think it was like $120 or something like that. Maybe even maybe 3 times the price. I really don't remember, but I have the receipt somewhere. What are we doing? When does it stop? When does it end? You guys, when does it end? It sucks because I'm like I want to go live and grow chickens and have eggs and I want to live on the land but at the same time I have to, you know, how am I going to make money to do that? I'm not going to have the best chickens in the world where people are going to come across the country to buy my chicken eggs. Maybe I could, but I doubt it. I doubt it. And then that goes into like a whole other, you know, it's a slippery slope because then you're like, "Ooh, I need to produce more chickens. What can I do to produce more chickens?" And you're selling your soul to the devil for chickens and it's just like it's not about chickens, okay? Whatever. Let's get into fat logic, okay? Listen, I'm just happy to be here. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy. I can't believe this is my life. Even though I'm not like a big YouTube channel or whatever, the fact that I could say like, yeah, I have 2 jobs. That's really a nice thing. It really is. Like, and I'm so passionate about this. And I think that you guys are so wonderful. I just wanted to let you guys know that.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her.
If I turn out yellow, I'm just going to edit the video and fix it, Robin. Just relax. Okay. Okay, Robin. Thank you. I will. All right.
Do you remember when we met? That day I knew you were my pet. I wanna tell you that I love you.